Okay, world, whoever's watching, well, I'm going to trying to say that people with Asperger's syndrome, when they're allowed to just, when they let themselves have a bit of be themselves, no matter what the world thinks of them, no matter whether the people in the workplace say you're too obsessed with your machines, you can't get a job, you're too task oriented, well, that can put us down a lot. Or when the religious organisations basically mirror the workplace and say you're not a Christian because you love technology, I say myth. And the myth is going to be busted. It's going to be smashed. Well, before the world ends up in global warming and financial shutdown because the church isn't regulating the capitalist bong smoke that's going down. Heaps of people with Asperger's syndrome have been pulling combs because of it and literally consuming bong smoke. Now that's not funny, really. But that's the extent of what the world is doing to them and it's making university grads degrees absolutely worthless. It's not funny, but I'm going to try and put a funny spin on it. Okay, because in the 90s they were using theatre as a way of breaking down the barriers between people and technology, but now that's gone out of fashion, but I'm going to bring it back. I couldn't give a bloody fig what people think. You know, they've done some pretty weird things on YouTube, like the old flash mobs and pranks. As long as the pranks don't get you into trouble or anything or infringe on people's privacy or anything, well, don't we have strict laws against that? It's very hard to video in some places, isn't it? It's terrible. You get busted. But anyway, that aside, if you find a place where those rules are not too strict, and if you can, it's best to always ask first, because you get yourself in some pretty hideous trouble. But anyway, if you can, so basically you've got to so sometimes, the YouTube culture is full of people who don't have work or hope, right? So they do some pretty crazy stuff. But there's things that you've got to avoid, of course, like planking, because that can kill. But anyway, if you know what you're doing and you know the risks, and you can actually make people laugh, and especially if you choose a business that you love, you could, do a prank where the computer industry could be considered boring because normal people, or neurotypical people as they are referred to as by the Asperger community, like to button things down with a tie and a suit, and so boring, and their attitude is so stuffy and stuck in the past and reverse. So you can do a video where you're doing something crazy with a computer that basically is like a slap in the face of the corporate boredom, right? I mean, it's just like, and then of course, then it becomes comedy then, and it takes, anyway, I've got to go, make this one short, enjoy. So yeah, have fun, be yourself, and basically sometimes you've got to be a little bit shocking at times, a bit break the rules of social connection, because they'll never connect to us. By talking, we just got to have a bit of fun and make some funny videos or whatever. Music, well, entertainment, that's our